Captain America 4 is coming out next year. It's got 2 trailers. Me and Kyle are both reasonably excited for it. I'm a massive Captain America fan. I don't know if you can tell. Kyle's a big Captain America fan, but what we both want to know is, can this film make money? Can it be big? Can it be a box office success? You know, obviously after the success of Deadpool and Wolverine we've just had, can it, no, I don't want to say leech off that, but can it, you know, take the momentum of that and run with it? You know, what are the factors going against Captain America 4 right now? What are some reasons why it might not make money? What are the reasons why it might make money? We're here to discuss it. We're going to talk about it. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, stick around. Let us know down below. You know, if we don't mention anything, let us know what you guys think. Things that might stop it from making money. Things that'll help it make money. So Kyle, first things first, I want to say that will help this film make money. And this isn't as effective as it used to be. And it's not as strong as it used to be. But I'm going to say the first thing. It's an MCU film. Now, that doesn't carry as much weight as it used to. I'll acknowledge that. But I'd say people are still interested in this franchise and they want to see where it goes next. So, what do you think? Do you think that's going to help it, or?
It's difficult to say right now. I think that's definitely something where it's like, we'll know after this film comes out if the MCU
because this is hard with this one, isn't it? Because it's the first test of when these films got thingied.
We've said this before for a while now, and that sorry, I just turned my heater on. It's fucking freezing. Deadpool and Wolverine, yes, it's massively successful, but you know, it is an MCU film. It's by Marvel Studios. But it's very much, you know,
its own thing.
It's its own thing, yeah. You know, Ryan, the director Sean Levy, obviously Hugh Jackman, and all the Fox characters and stuff. It's very much its own thing. Now, going into Captain America 4, this is the real test, I think. And so is Daredevil as well. Can they fix their mistakes? Because we've said this for a long time, of the Disney Plus shows aren't that great, and they've not been what they should be. TV wise, they're pretty lackluster, and they do some pretty annoying tropes in the shows. I think you'll agree with me on that, and it happens way too often. We've not had a show now for a while. Obviously, we had Agatha. Agatha was a bit of fun. I didn't really care if that did good or bad. Agatha turned out to be a little bit of fun, and I enjoyed it. Was it amazing? No. But when it comes to these other characters where you're introducing, like, you know, you like the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, I was really excited, and I don't know, I just felt a little bit underwhelmed by it. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's good, but it's not.
It was fun.
It's no Daredevil. Yeah.
The thing I always remember about Falcon and Winter Soldier is Sam became Captain America on my birthday. I remember we sat there on my birthday and the final episode came out.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, and I just want to cap it off here is, I think we can't really say when it comes to the MCU, you know, whether it being the previous Marvel project, whatever going forward, we can't say right now.
Well, and that's it, and that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. It don't carry as much weight as it used to, you know, it being an MCU film in regards to a film making money. Because look at the Marvels. But then again, I hated that film, so yeah. Another couple of good things, you know, I do want to say, which might help it, which you have just touched upon as well. Deadpool and Wolverine was a separate thing, but I do, you know, to us, it's a separate thing, if you know what I mean. Like, we know, Deadpool and Wolverine, it was just like it is Marvel Studios, it was the MCU, but we know it was Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick,
Ryan Reynolds.
Involved. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, who were involved in that, getting that thing made. You know, Kevin Feige had a little bit of input here, you know, like no cocaine, you know, which they used as a joke throughout the whole film. Because we know that we're at a deeper level of knowing how things are made. Some people just see it as a Marvel film. Now, me also saying this, though, might go against it. Because who's to say that that's the last Marvel film that people saw in cinema? Because guess what? Venom came out. It were alright. Wasn't amazing. It was a bit of fun. Venom. It was alright. In fact, I think we said in the review, it's not good, but it's fun. You know, we've got Craven coming out at the end of the year. We don't know how that's going to be, but with Sony's track record, it could be an utter shit show. But it looks, don't want to say promising, it looks like it could just be fun as well. So that's my other thing going against that, is like, people see, you know, what was the last Marvel thing I saw? Hopefully it was Deadpool and Wolverine, and then it's like, I want to go see this new Captain America and see how good that is. Another thing, Kyle, I think this film is going for it. Go on, what do you want to say?
I'm going to say it's because you look at Craven, you look at Venom, like, yeah, they've got a lot of big CGI characters, and obviously Captain America 4 does as well with Red Hulk. But from the trailers that we have gotten, it's kind of not all the way there with it. Yes, like I say, you've got Red Hulk in there, but it feels a little bit, it feels more grounded, and I think that's why Craven is looking fresh to us, because
Craven's
it looks quite grounded.
Hulk. What? Craven and Red Hulk?
What?
Red Hulk's in Craven.
No, Red Hulk is in this film,
yes.
Captain America 4. Right?
Yeah.
You're making me lose my train. So, Craven, with this, at least with the second trailer that we got, it does look a lot more grounded. It looks less, big CGI thing. Obviously, that has Rhino in as well,
yeah.
and it does have a big CGI character. But you look at things like Venom, where it is just all CGI, kind of, especially from the trailers, the marketing and stuff. This is something where it's like, this looks like it could be a bit of action. This is like, you know, my dream for this would be if this film turns out to be, you know, the Top Gun Maverick of this film, of this type of film, because you could have such great action in there, such unique action, and do some exciting things. And then you throw a Red Hulk in there, and it's like, okay, they can do something even more special with this. So that's why I'm stood with that, with how the film looks, at least.
Yeah, no, and that's another great point. That's something else that I wanted to say, is why I've, you know, going in favour of it, is it's got a Red Hulk in it. You know, we know from last Friday, we were showing a mate of ours the trailer, and he were watching it, and, you know, at first he went, I just don't agree with him being Captain America, he's Falcon. And then by the end of the trailer, when the Red Hulk stuff were happening, he was like, oh, when we're seeing that. So, you know, I think that's another thing where it's like, it's got this element in it that we don't know how long it's in the film for, you know, but they're clearly marketing heavy on it. You know, it's in the poster and everything, Red Hulk. I think people want to see that.
It's intriguing.
It is intriguing, and it's hopefully Winter Soldier-esque, which might not go well in like terms of making money for it, because Winter Soldier did good. It didn't like blow the box office away, but it made a decent amount of money. But in terms of quality, it was great. But my final thing for why I think this might do well, it comes out on Valentine's Day. If there ain't much competition on Valentine's Day and couples are out doing something and they want to go to the cinema and see a film, and this is come out that day and it's one of the only things playing, yeah, let's go see Captain America. Maybe. That's why I put it last.
I don't know, I feel like if this came out maybe, I don't know, like, if this came out just before Valentine's Day, I think it would probably benefit a lot more from it, because you got to look at it this way. Marvel fans are going to go see this, like, you know, tickets are going to be selling out pretty quick, at least on day one. I'm not going to say the ticket's going to be out of stock as soon as they go up live. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. It might do, but I don't think it will. Being realistic here. But especially on day one, there won't be much opportunity to go in and buy a ticket, because it probably will be absolutely chocker full, and people won't be able to get tickets. If this came out just before Valentine's Day, and then it's like, oh, this film has just come out on a couple of days, like 2-3 days ago, something like
Yeah.
that, and people are saying,
Yeah.
oh, it's really good, it's getting a lot of buzz. That's where I think those extra ticket sales
Yeah.
would have helped benefit the film. So that's where I stand with it. I think it should be released a couple. I mean, I want it. It's like I want it to be out sooner, and I do. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want this film to get all the benefits it can from it, because I want this to be successful. I want another one, hopefully, if this is good.
Yeah.
Because Sam is great as Captain America, and I
And
want them to give it a real shot.
And that is, that's one last thing I want to add before we get onto the things why it might not, might be hard for the audience to go watch this. People love Anthony Mackie. Not everyone saw Falcon and Winter Soldier. Will you just check how many viewers Falcon and Winter Soldier finale got in its opening weekend, or whatever, however they describe it?
I can find that out for you now.
Obviously people who saw Endgame just assume that Sam's Captain America now anyway, because he will pass the shield. Not everyone's seen Falcon and Winter Soldier with him actually debut as Captain America, how great he was in that. People love Anthony Mackie. And he's great, he's magnetic on screen. He's really fun to watch since Winter Soldier. Is it giving you any idea, or?
It's giving me fucking minutes.
Yeah, that's usually
855 million minutes viewed.
in like a weekend.
That's not the finale though.
Is that the premiere?
I can't get an exact number. I can't get an exact number.
I know Falcon and Winter Soldier though was another one of them shows that was going up in viewership every week. So more and more people were watching it, but it wasn't crazy numbers. And it wasn't as much as Loki. Like, Loki was like the king of that shit, viewer-wise. But yeah, look, people love Anthony Mackie. I love Anthony Mackie. I like what he's doing as Cap. As soon as Steve passed him the shield in Endgame, I got it. I was like, right, from a creative standpoint, this makes the most sense. We can make it the most different from here. But, will other people see it like that?
I just want to go to what you just said then, is like making it different for the sake of making it different. It's like, no, what we mean is they can take more creative liberty of doing different things with the Captain America mantle. That's I think what we're trying to say is, we're not saying like, oh, be different and have someone new and keep it fresh and updated and whatnot. It's like, we want to keep it fresh and updated, yeah, but we want it to be creative and want it to be new, and that's how we want it to be. We don't want it to be because it's a different fucking person playing the role. Do you know what I mean? Like, they want to do something experimental and do something different, bring something new to the screen that we haven't seen before.
Like I say,
this will be.
It's not a different person playing the role, though. I think it's someone else has taken on the mantle of Captain America. Anthony Mackie is playing the same character he started playing in 2014 in The Winter Soldier, and always has. And he's, Sam Wilson now is Captain America, and that's, I think, one of my things that is going against this film. As much as I love Sam as Captain America, as much as I think Kyle likes Sam as Captain America, I know there's fans of, Anthony Mackie, Sam being Captain America. I think there's going to be a lot of people who see it and think, huh? Where's Steve Rogers?
I want to say something to your point there. I think it's funny that you're bringing that up. We were just saying how obviously Deadpool and Wolverine isn't really going to help this film and help gain back trust when it comes to the MCU. But I feel like you saying it's like, huh? And a lot of people saw Deadpool and Wolverine, and a lot of people saw Chris Evans pop up as Fantastic Four's Human Torch. So it was like, it's, you go in, you see this Captain America, you see it's not Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, but I think it's like that kind of helps it because it's very much like, okay, Chris Evans isn't playing that character anymore. I mean, he
Yeah.
might return in the future, but he's not playing that character anymore. The mantle has been passed to our new Cap, Falcon,
Yeah,
Sam.
Wilson.
So yeah, so that's where I think that's a cool little thing there.
It definitely is a cool little thing, but will moviegoers accept it? The general going movie audience, will they just, because they're going to see trailers, and I feel like a lot of people might be, where's Steve Rogers? Where's Chris Evans? They're making a Captain America film without him. So I feel like that might put some people off. And
Look, Sam Wilson is a fantastic character. We both know that, and I don't think enough people know that. But for me, I feel like it's hard to say. So, WandaVision was obviously more successful than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm pretty sure that's
I think it was. I think it was, yeah.
So, you look at the character of Wanda and the development that character has had. She was sort of like a sub villain in an Avengers film. Yes, it was an Avengers film, but she was still like the background sub villain. And yeah, she had a little bit of an arc there and sort of turning towards the good side in the end. And her arc sort of slowly but gradually grew, and it got better and better. And with obviously her getting a show in WandaVision, we got to explore that character even further, and it was like, oh my god, this character really is fucking amazing, and we all love this character. And I just don't think we've had that opportunity yet where with Sam Wilson, it's like, I love the character.
Yeah.
I just don't think enough people know how good this character is and how great their development has gone from here to here. So that's where I kind of see it as, and hopefully it has, it's got enough of a backbone from what we've seen previously. I don't think it's as good as how WandaVision and all the things with Wanda led up to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and her being the villain in that. But it's had a little bit, like I say, we've had the Falcon and Winter Soldier, they've had their own show. But I just don't think it's enough. I feel like there's something still there that we need just to help push them. Do you know what I mean?
Really, as well, if they got it right, this film should have been out this year. Right, and even then, I think even this year, the film coming out was a bit too late. Like, this film should have really been out a year after Falcon and Winter Soldier, or 2 years max. But if it was supposed to come out last year, which is 3 years, and now it's going to be coming out in 2025, which is 4 years after Falcon and Winter Soldier. So he's been Captain America for 4 years, and he's only just getting his film. Well, no, he's been Captain America since, technically, since Steve passed in the Shield in 2019. Obviously, we had COVID and everything, so... But that's a long time to get payoff for people who don't watch the TV shows. That's a long time to get payoff for that, of him getting past that Shield.
Ask the Breaking Bad fans.
Yeah. So, look... I think the number one thing going against this film is, will people accept Sam as Cap? Another thing, which I used as a positive, but I'm also going to use as a negative, it's an MCU film. As much as people are into it, there's just as many people into it now, but there's also, just as many people who've walked away and gone, I'm not watching next Marvel film. But, can that change? If this is good, then yeah. If you hear great things about it when it comes out, then yeah. But how likely is that to happen?
It's tricky, man. It's kind of like a gamble, and I hope for the best that it works out, because this is going to do, if it doesn't do well, or if the film isn't good, it's just going to give me really bad signs going forward for the stuff that they're going to do in the Avengers films.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, this sets us back If Captain America: Brave New World don't hit, this sets us back again. Will the Avengers films get delayed? You know, anything like that. What will happen? Because we don't know. You know, they've done this whole creative reset. You gotta hope it's paid off. What are some factors that you think like might hold this film back from making big money? You know.
I think you know, it's kind of mirroring what you said. What was a positive is also kind of a negative. It's like people are watching the trailer and they sort of go, "Oh, I like this. It's sort of espionage.
Yeah.
It's giving me Winter Soldier vibes." And then the Red Hulk shows up. It's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm out." That's also something that can be like people can jump on and be on board with as soon as they see the Red Hulk pop up, or they can be like, "Yeah, nah, I'm out." And I think they took account for that because they hired a great actor with Harrison Ford taking the role as Thunderbolt Ross, and that's kind of like okay, they get it, they understand it, they know what they're doing. Because if you just slap in the Red Hulk there, there's going to be fans that are going to be like, this just feels like a cop out, and people who don't know the comics are going to be like, oh, what the fuck is this? This is just stupid. This is just, you've brought back the Hulk, but he's red, or something like that. But no, you've got Harrison Ford there, legendary actor, and, you know, I think it's more a positive than it is a negative. If it wasn't Harrison Ford, I'd say if it were anyone else, I think it would be a positive and a negative having the Red Hulk.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you're completely right. It really depends on how you view situations. And look, we've tried to come at this as objectively as we can. And I'll be honest with you all right now, I want this film to make $1 billion. But I know it won't. You know, I want this film to be as good as The Winter Soldier. As much as I'm hoping for that, I know it's very unlikely. Because The Winter Soldier is the greatest comic book film of all time. But, yeah.
I just want to say another thing as well. It's not entirely related, but you know, in the Suicide Squad, the second one, we had that big reveal of the I forgot, Starro. Is it Starro?
Yeah.
At the end, as this big creature, big CGI creature, and I don't think it was ever really portrayed or shown in the trailers. It was a big surprise. So when was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it, to be honest. I don't remember seeing it, but when I spoke to a lot of people who went to go see the film, they said, yeah, they liked it, but they didn't like the big surprise with the big CGI character at the end.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, I feel like, for me, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was cool to see this character on the screen, on the big screen. Yeah, it was big and bombastic, but I enjoyed it. And I think Marvel have done you know, I would have much preferred the Red Hulk being a surprise for us Marvel fans. I think it would have been,
but with the McDonald's marketing stuff and everything that came out when the film was supposed to be coming out.
I don't know, because a lot of people that I've spoken to and I've seen online, they've just taken the mickey out of the Suicide Squad's ending with the big CGI character, and I'm like, is that kind of what they're doing here, where it's like, okay, we don't want to risk that people being surprised in a bad way of like, how the fuck is the Red Hulk in this? Why is there a big CGI character?
I think you put Red Hulk in this, and you know, I think you've got to market. You get Harrison Ford as well to play him. I think you've got to market it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. There's pros and cons to both sides of our way of looking at it, and I would like to see. I'm just hoping that there will be some surprises, because, like I said, I would have loved the Red Hulk showing up being a surprise.
There's something.
I think there will be too. Yeah,
there's something in the trailers which, if you're a big Marvel fan, you notice. But probably when you go into the cinema and see it, you'll go, "Oh, that's that from that film."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So there will be stuff in there.
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah,
definitely.
I can imagine there's some sort of cameo in there as well. That'll be cool.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Right. I think that'll do us. Oh, you want to add?
No.
We've been going long today, mate. We've been going
Yeah, I know, mate.
Right, guys. Won't keep you any longer. Thanks for watching. What are some things, that you think can keep Captain America from making money? And what are some of the things that might lead it towards success? Obviously, we won't know until the film comes out, but it's always fun to discuss these things. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you when we next see you. Don't know when that'll be. Maybe Kyle's funeral. Wow. Wasn't that a great video? Would you agree, Kyle?
Yes, you should definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed.
We are now late night TV talk show hosts who say subscribe to our channel after video because we are cool.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, aren't we?
Mate, just commit to it.
Oh, no.
But don't commit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for watching.
Yeah.